Are you counting on Social Security and a pension for retirement? Or are you looking at crypto? Maybe you're part of the FIRE movement and you're into AI digital portfolios. Well, retirement planning has changed and it's changed dramatically. In this video, we're going to compare traditional and modern retirement strategies and help you decide which approach or combination makes the most sense for your future. So, what are modern retirement strategies? In this modern era, individuals are largely responsible for their own retirement plan. You're in control where to invest, how to invest, what to invest in, and why you should invest to eventually put yourself in a position to achieve what I call financial independence, where work is optional and retirement is affordable. On top of that, the responsibility to turn investments into income is at some point going to fall on your shoulders. And that's a big mind shift from a market-based investing philosophy and flexibility to creating guaranteed lifetime income. So let's start with the cornerstone of modern retirement, which is the 401k, 403b, and IRA accounts. These are defined contribution plans, meaning your retirement income depends on how much you put in as well as the performance of those investments. Many employers offer a company match, which is essentially free money if you contribute into those plans. Growth is market driven, typically through mutual funds or exchange traded funds. ETFs is another name for that. The key here is the earlier you start, the more time compound interest has to work in your favor. On top of that, your employer may offer Roth 401ks, a Roth 403b. You're going to want to take advantage of those opportunities to help save you money on taxes in the future. We're going to talk a little bit more about that here in just a little bit. Next, let's talk about the FIRE movement. This is the Financially Independent Retire Early movement. It's built around aggressive saving. Often you're putting away 50% of your income. And the goal is to retire in your 30s or 40s and then live off of your investments returns. Well, it's not for everyone, but it's growing in popularity among high earners, tech workers, and those seeking a minimalist lifestyle. The FIRE emphasizes freedom over luxury and challenges the traditional retire at 65 model. So I think it's a really, really good thing, especially if you are young in your career. Real estate is another popular retirement tool. I personally love real estate. Owning rental properties can provide steady income and potential appreciation. For those not interested in being landlords, REITs, or real estate investment trusts, those are great ways to get real estate exposure. Net operating income, debt to coverage ratio, and cap rates. Understanding these basics can help you make good decisions when it comes to buying a property. A lot of my younger clients wanted to get into real estate. So I gave them a tool that they use to help determine the profitability of a property. Now, I've attached that calculator below. Feel free to use it to once again help you understand the basics when it comes to the profitability of a property. Then there are alternative investments, crypto, peer-to-peer lending, and even crowdfunding platforms. Now, these options carry more risk and it can be complex, but they can offer diversification and higher returns if managed correctly. One of the smartest modern tactics is tax optimization. Earlier, I mentioned Roth IRAs, Roth 401ks, and Roth 403bs. Roth IRAs and Roth 401ks grow tax-free, and that's a huge benefit when you retire. Now, if you earn too much money, you can contribute directly into an IRA and then consider what's called a backdoor Roth conversion. It's just a legal workaround that moves traditional IRA funds into a Roth plan. You also don't want to overlook health savings accounts. These are also known as HSAs. These triple tax advantage accounts can be a stealth retirement tool when used for medical expenses in retirement or even as a supplemental savings vehicle. Modern strategies can offer greater control and potentially higher returns, but they also require more education, more engagement, and having a little bit of a higher risk profile. What you'll see is a side by side comparison between a traditional approach and a modern approach. The bottom line is there's no one size fits all solution. The ideal plan often blends both traditional and modern approaches. For example, you rely on Social Security for a base, you add 401k savings, and then you diversify with a rental property or Roth accounts. Want to know which strategy is right for you? Well, you got to consider a lot of different factors: age, your time horizon, risk tolerance, your career path, your employer benefits, your desire for flexibility, the health, and maybe family longevity. So ask yourself, do I want predictability or flexibility? Am I comfortable managing investments, or would I prefer a guaranteed income? Whether you're leaning towards traditional or modern, or maybe a mix of both, the key is to start early and stay informed. Retirement isn't a finish line, it's a financial phase of life. So plan accordingly. And if you're ready to dive deeper, schedule time to talk by linking to my calendar.